Hey everybody, how are you? Hope everybody's doing well. Hey, I just picked this security camera up a couple days ago, and I've been trying to look for some information online, but I have not been able to find much. It's all the manufacturers, pretty much all the manufacturers in a video about this thing. I'm trying to get some troubleshooting with it. I had it for about 3 days now, and let me give you my impression of this thing. I don't have it for that long, but I can give you all the impression, the goods and bads that I think about this camera, and the really bad thing that I don't really enjoy using it, and I'll let you know what those are. Now, let's to start off with is I bought this 4-pack, and I have one here. I have one already installed here. I had all these set up already now. My impression of this thing is, the first thing is when I picked this thing up, I said, wow, the quality is actually quite nice. It's pretty well built. It's plastic cover, but it's not cheesy plastic. It's built very well. There's the camera, the sensor, it's here. This is the power light, and I guess this is the infrared. So it's actually built quite well. On the bottom here is where all the inserts are. There's the power, this is USB-C charging, and there's the SD card slot. There's a little button for the reset. Now, they said the battery will last about 3 months, but of course, your mileage will vary depending on the resolutions and how much alerts you're going to be getting, how much activity, how much playback. All that's going to play a role. I had all these set up already, and I got a label, where it's going to go. So all you have to do is install this VICO Home. Regardless if it's Android or iOS, you can just go to the App Store and install this. Once you launch this, and all you have to do is just click on this add icon, add new device. And from here, you just need to turn on the power on that camera. And once that's turned on, you're going to hear some noise. And you select this hear the sound and click next. And it will scan and pick up that camera that you're ready to install. And that's it. It's a couple process in there, and then you add on the Wi-Fi connection, and then you're good to go, just like that. Very easy to install. Much easier than the other camera that I used to have. Cancel it because I already got that installed, and I have all 4 cameras here. Now the resolution is actually quite good. I'm gonna run this one in the front of my camera. One bad thing is it does take quite a bit of time. View the live view here. Now, once you see this, it's good to go. Let me just flip this to the other side. That's my mom's garden in the front yard here. So the resolution is actually quite good. You can see my ball head in the back. The resolution at night is actually quite good. It takes forever. can see my ball headed. It's actually pretty bright and pretty clear. See, earlier was with the light on. Now it's just strictly the infrared. It's still not bad. I thought it would pick up color, but it doesn't. The motion detection on this thing is actually quite good. Everything that moves, you're always gonna get a alert. And here's mine, the front camera and the back camera. Now I just walked to the back. That was me. And here's a bunch of notifications here. As soon as you move towards the camera, there's any movement, you're gonna see some kind of alert coming in. That is actually very good, very sensitive. But unfortunately, the bad thing about this thing is it actually picks up everything that moves. Like here, there's nothing on here. It's probably the trees on the back. Now, they don't have a feature on here that allow you to set for human detection. This is the motion detection area. I already set this to low sensitivity. Now, there is a paid feature on the cloud service, and I believe in this cloud service here, you can set the motion alert area. But for the free unpaid version, you do not have that ability to do so. I wish they do have a human detection only, because I don't need to have all kinds of alerts coming in when the wind's blowing the trees in the back or cars going by towards the street and I get an alert, 24/7. Hopefully they can create something, on the next app release, on the next update. The one bad thing about these cameras is the range is not very far. You cannot take the camera, you cannot put the camera too far away. Like the one I have on my front door that you saw a little bit earlier, that's fine. It's very near the router. But the one that's going to go in my backyard, it's a little bit far. This is where it is, the side. If you can see this, the signal bar is actually in orange. So it's not going to be the resolution. The signal is not that great because it's so far away. And the problem with that is when you're trying to connect, there are times that it will not connect at all. And that's my biggest problem. Now, when this does not connect, right now it's doing it. I tell you, this is the live view. You see how long it takes to come out. To come out, I can switch this to a low resolution. It's still not pulling it out. See, the failed resolution fell. The live view fell. And sometimes when it fails, it actually freezes the other camera as well. It's just the live view is just not showing up. It took a little while this time. It kind of came out. And then the other issue is when I try to play back. So when I try to play back, either it's going to take forever or it's not going to play at all. And then when it does not play, it's going to give me an earlier fail, the fail videos. like the message that you saw a little bit earlier, and then it's gonna froze up all the other. Here we go. SD video timed out, and then what it does is it actually froze up all other cameras, and it's gonna tell you to reconnect. It's gonna tell you to reconnect. It will not reconnect unless I go and hit the power button, turn it off, and then turn it back on to get it reconnected. That is my biggest issue with this camera, because I hate to kind of hop up the ladder to keep on turning that off and on, off and on. And whenever I get an alert, right? Whenever I get an alert, I'm trying to view it. I'm trying to view it. If it's not gonna play, it's gonna froze up all of my cameras. Then I have to take out my ladder, go to each individual camera, and then do a power reset before it will reconnect again. That is my biggest issue. And I've been in talk with the tech support. This is the support team from Bike Come Home, and that's me. This is my email that I just sent back this morning. So it's telling me to, the camera going offline, verify that the connection is good. Yeah, I am watching streaming video on YouTube, trying to find some support, and then test the device. The status is timeout the next time. Wave my hand to see if it kind of comes back online. Now the camera, I can tell you, when it's frozen, it still records. I just cannot connect via the software, the Vico Home software. Yeah, so I have this going back to the support, and he asked me if I have another network. It's just a home, so who would have multiple networks at home, right? Multiple routers and all that. No, I don't have another one. So, my speculation is it's just the range on these devices are not that far, uh, compared to my other one that I am using earlier. Comparing to these guys, these range are actually a lot better than these little cameras that I have here. This one's fine. The signal in this one is very strong. My router is only within one room away. My biggest problem is the one here. It's gonna go on this corner here. Right now I got a different unit on here. And this brand new unit, this is also a brand new unit here. This is a different one. The signal is actually quite strong. I actually left this other one on the bottom, and I'm still trying to test it here. This distance to the house is actually quite far. Debating to see if this thing is a keeper, or it might be something that I might have to return because of the range is not so good. And if it freezed up, and if it's keeping on freezing up my connections and my playbacks, then it's not gonna do me any good, because I cannot use it as a security camera. Let's see, it's not loading the new videos. It should have recorded some other alerts when I was there just a moment ago. It's not pulling it up. I like these alerts coming in fast, but I don't like the range, the network connectivities, the playbacks. But I guess if you can put your camera within, you know, no more than 30 feet away in a line of sight to the router, I believe it might be actually be okay. Other than that, it's just my impression and the way how I wanted the camera to be. And if it's not going to work for me as a security camera, then I don't know what what this thing will be good for, right? I mean, if this thing is giving me so much trouble, it's not going to be playing the video. It's not going to do me any good. And if I can't see who is coming in, or if I have any intruders, but I'm not able to pull up the video when I'm away, and that will be a problem. The false alarm is also a little bit annoying because it's going to give me all kinds of notification at every second or so when something goes past by or something is moving. That's the other thing that I'm a little bit not impressed with. But other than that, the quality, as you can see, the video quality is actually good. The recording to the SD card is actually great. You don't have to pay for the cloud storage. Although you can, they do have a few more features. You can actually select your like the range, the portion that where you want to set the alerts. I guess I'm not paying for the paid version, so it's the motion detection will cover the whole area. But still, they should have some human and object detection, which will give you a better customization of what you want to be able to capture. So I'm going to play around with this a little more and see how this is going to be able to kind of work in my advantage, or if it's not. I have a different unit that I'm actually looking into, and that other unit actually seems to be the range is much better, but there's always some gimmicks to it. The alert on that thing is not as quick as this guy. So anyway, that's just my impressions, and hopefully that kind of helps people out. This is my impression, and that's how I wanted to use the camera. But you might have a different way. Your distance might not be as far. It might work out for you just fine. Anyway, thank you. Bye bye.